and I know we're going here anyways, is the NFLPA report card too. So now here you go. You got Stefanski, who's one of 3 coaches that get a C, right?
The other two got fired. Yep.
Right. And let me just tell you, you know what C means on these, right? C means F.
Yeah.
F, because really players are going, the coach might find out this is my vote. Let me put a C. I want to put F minus, but if he finds out, I'm not going to be on the team next year. So that's what happens in these little report cards here. That's what they're worried about. So that's why no coach got worse than a C. But the 2 got fired, and then Stefanski's the only one that's still here that has a C. And yes, there's obviously issues already with how the players feel like he handles the team. And now the most popular player on the team who's done everything right for the team and worked hard and been the company guy and do all that, you're going to screw him over too, coach? That just doesn't help him out either with his authority over the football team, and it's just not the best look for him either.
Ownership in Cleveland got a C+, and the players are willing to give Fs to owners.
The owners, they will.
Woody Johnson of the Jets got an F. Michael Bidwell of the Cardinals got an F. Art Rooney II of the Steelers got an F.
Mr. Kraft got a D.
Unbelievable.
I couldn't even believe that. My head blew up.
I love this process because it is the only way to effectively hold teams, owners accountable.
Yes.
You can't fire owners, and as I've said time and again, no matter how upset you are with the way an owner is running a team, no one is going to deprive themselves of the thing they love on a sustained basis to boycott the team and not go to the games and not watch the games. They still love it enough that they're going to watch it even if they are exasperated by ownership. This is one way to hold them accountable, and it drives them crazy. Art Rooney had a statement last year, well, this is a media tool because they give it to the media. So what? So what? That helps make it more effective that they give it to the media. You'd prefer they not put it out there because you look bad in it. This is a great way to hold owners accountable. I love it.
Yeah, that's exactly why they do it. I mean, they give it to the media so that we can distribute it and we can talk about it, and then that's the only way that the players can really hold them accountable. And really, it is still an anonymous survey, right? At least it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, to your point of, hey, I don't want to.
It's always scary.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
And, so these interesting things come out of it, right? With the Patriots, and they say that the plane is not good and that it's substandard. And you think, wait a minute, I see the Patriots plane, it's got the Patriots logo.
That's what I said to him before. I was like, they have their own plane. How did that mess up?
And then it comes out like, hey, the thing is really old.
It's really old.
It's got ashtrays.
It's got ashtrays.
He said they painted it really well.
Although the ashtrays could come in handy depending upon
what they
brought.
if you got them, I'll be there.
Yeah, you get no rules on the charter.
There, Mr. Kraft. I got you.
Yeah, but I find these things interesting because then teams can respond to them. Right? You look at Washington. You get the change in ownership, get the change in the whole football operation, and they vaunt way up, because, oh, my gosh, everything is different. Team culture is different. We are now winning. We have an owner who is willing to invest. And, yes, some things are still not as good because you can't change the entire facility in a year, right? But you see that once things change, they can actually change.
Right. Agreed there. Agreed. And, yeah, ownership is a big part of that, to your point. Right, when the aura in the building is we're not being micromanaged and I don't have a guy looking over my shoulder and making the coaches grumpy, which then makes the players grumpy because they're like, man, our coaches are always grumpy in a bad mood. It ain't fun to be here. That's what kind of happened in Washington. And then Josh Harris gets there and he's like, hey, I'm here every now and then. What's up, guys? It's great to see you. Look at my new jacket. I'm trying to be cool like you. Hey, football guys, you do your thing. And then Dan Quinn's got ability to rally the troops, and all of a sudden you're exactly right. It's a shiny new Washington Commanders organization where it's like, hey, it's cool to play there. And then you got a quarterback like Jaden Daniels, and you're like, man, this place is great. Let's stay here because we're going to win. And you're right. It doesn't take many moves to change that aura of an organization.
Chiefs owner Clark Hunt got an F- last year. He took it to heart, and he improved this year. Yeah. I mean, the smart owners are going to look at this feedback and view it for what it is. It's an opportunity to try to address things that have your players concerned. And if you truly care about your players as human beings and not as pieces in the giant football machine that are eventually going to be swapped out for something else, that's how you show them that you do care about them, their families, the travel, everything that goes with that life that they turn over to you. They turn over their entire life to your football team from the time they report for training camp until the time the season ends. They have signed their life over to you. They can never fully get away from it. And even if it's their day off, if they have an injury, they carry the pain around that they incurred while working for your team. If you don't give a shit about these players, then sell the team to someone who does.
And you can tell the teams that do, right? Because they are constantly at the top of those rankings. The Raiders, I mean, despite their lack of on-field success, you can tell Mark Davis has invested in that building, and he has done all the things that he can to improve it. The Vikings, always at the top.
Right.
The Dolphins, always at the top of that list. So you really can't tell who cares.
But you don't want your players to be too happy.
No, not
Maybe
too
not.
pushy.
There's
a limit.
B+
Right.
is the target.
I will say, I do think there's some value in that.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.